Hello everyone, I'm Colin Canet. A couple of videos ago I showed you how to make throat plates for your table saw. Today we're going to look at throat plates, but now we're going to look at zero clearance throat plates and see if they really work. So stick around and let's see what those results look like. So here I am at my table saw, and I'm going to show you the difference between a non-zero clearance throat plate, like this one, and a zero clearance throat plate, and why they can make a difference. So there's the throat plate that came with my table saw, and I'm just going to lift it out so you can see how it moves like that. It tilts back and forth. They supply that because sometimes we want to be able to tilt the blade, and also we want to use thicker and thinner blades. Now here's a zero clearance throat plate that I made, and I just painted it black so it's a little bit less reflective, but when I lift this up, see that you can't move that plate at all, and that's because there's a very tight line. The blade and the wooden throat plate are very close to one another, so there's zero clearance between them, and that's why it's called a zero clearance throat plate. When we're pushing wood through the table saw and the blade is spinning like this, the top of this cut, you're going to get a nice clean cut because the blades are pushing, the teeth are pushing into the wood. Where you will get tear out is underneath, and that's because you can see the blade is pushing down on the underside of the wood. So it's going to have a tendency to push the wood that you're cutting down. And the theory behind the zero clearance throat plate is that this wood in here will support the wood. As it's being cut, it won't allow the wood to be pushed down in there because it's being supported. It's sort of a backer board for the wood that you're pushing down. Now that's the theory behind it, and many years ago, before we had carbide tip blades, when we made zero clearance throat plates, it did make a difference. But with carbide blades, I want to see now if it really does make a difference. So in order to test these blades, what I did was install a variety of ripping blades in my saw, and I made a zero clearance for all of the blades, and I used the factory insert for the other cut. And I put them all on one board, and you can see the zero there is for zero clearance, then the factory, and then the next blade, zero clearance and factory. Now, here's the problem. This is a very good, a fine-grained piece of fir, and I tried, 4 blades on there, and on the top, it's always going to look good. Remember, it's on the bottom where we'll find the tear out, and to be honest with you, the only blade that you could actually see a tiny bit of tear out was something called a 40-tooth combination blade. It was a no-name, probably the ugliest blade I have, and it still did a pretty decent job. So I thought the best thing to do is to use double-sided melamine because that's much easier to see the quality of blade cut. Now I'm not going to show you the whole process of going through this because I used all of these different blades, and I used the zero clearance throat plate and the non-zero clearance throat plate. Now in here we go, this is the front, again this is the top, and this is the back, and this is the one that really tells the story of how well these blades did. Now I did ripping blades and cross-cut blades so that we could see what kind of quality a zero clearance did, if it made any difference or not. And I'm going to set this up so that it's not wiggling around and give you a close-up of this, but also a better detailed picture is on Woodwork Web, where you can actually go through and see what these look like. So let me set this up for you. This would be the back side. So there's the results of this test. And I'm not going to go through every one of them because you can see them for yourself, but I want to show you sort of the best and the worst. There's the Freud 90 tooth, and there's the zero clearance, and there's the non-zero clearance. And if you look closely, there is no difference. You cannot tell a difference. this is the blade that came with my saw. It's a no-name 40 tooth combination blade. There's the zero clearance and there's the non-zero clearance. And you know what? You can't tell, you basically cannot tell a difference. They both have about the equal amount of tear out. This is another ripping blade. You would expect a lot of tear out. This is a surprise. This is also a ripping blade. You typically wouldn't use a ripping blade on double-sided melamine, but the zero clearance gave a nice fine cut. But look at even the non-zero clearance, there's a tiny bit of tear out down there, but almost nothing. So that was a surprise that a glue line rip blade would give such a good cut on melamine. That was a big surprise. Anyway, check on Woodwork Web and you'll be able to see the details of all of these blades. There's a quick look at all of the blades that I used. There's the 90 tooth, the 60, this is the 50 tooth combination. This is that 40 tooth, no-name 40 tooth combination blade. There's a ripping blade, a 24 tooth, and this was the surprise, the 30 tooth glue line rip. Well, that concludes my video on testing zero clearance throat plates to see if they make any difference to the quality of cut. And on Woodwork Web, I'll post the wood versions that I made as well as the melamine, so you'll be able to see, because some people are going to, say, how come I didn't use wood? I used melamine in the end because it gives me a much finer cut so that we can all actually see the difference or non-difference that it makes. Lots of good reasons to make your own throw plates for different blades and things that you might have going on. But you know what? In the end, it doesn't matter what I do. What matters is what happens in your shop. And you might want to test zero clearance throw plates with your own blades and what you're using for your own wood, because there may be some differences that I'm not aware of because I don't get a chance to test every blade. So test what you've got and see if it makes any difference to your own results. I'm Colin Knepp for Woodwork Web. Thanks for watching.